If all you think about when you hear AI, artificial intelligence technologies like Chat GPT, like Fireflies, like Mori, like Jasper, and all the rest is, oh my God, I'm about to lose my job. Oh my God, these things are from the devil, and all those other things that people say. I'm sorry to say, but you're not ready for the future. Hear me out. These technologies, they're not going anywhere. And sincerely, I believe that a time will come when human beings and robots will live together and coexist together. It's already happening, so you might as well get used to them. Because the truth is, only those who are able to utilize and adapt to these technologies would become leaders. To returning subscribers, hello, welcome back. To newbies, hello, thank you for joining. My name is Jessica Fortunes, and I am a social media strategist, a content creator, and currently an MSc student of media and communications. So I'm happy to have you here. Of course, I hope that you stick around. I hope that you use the subscribe button to become part of the family, and obviously, like this video if you enjoy it. I know that you will, so make sure to like it already. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start off this conversation with some of the issues that people have when it comes to AI or these technologies in particular. The first one is the issue of, oh my God, jobs are going to go, and that is a valid concern. I'll be sincere. And I think that's going to happen. But that's going to happen only for people who do not know how to use these tools. At the end of the day, they are tools. That's what they are. They're there to help our life be easier. They're there to provide us with opportunities. So it's like it'll be weird for us not to use them. You just need to find out how to use it. And that leads me to the next point of using it ethically and being conscious of the fact that, oh my God, this is available. These are some issues that exist with it, and this is the right way to use it. But acting like they don't exist or acting like they're somehow just going to expire and go away, no. I believe that what's going to happen is new people are going to find out new ways to use these technologies. And then those who do not jump on it are going to be left behind. And so, even when it comes to ethical issues, especially as a student or with your essays and all of that, I really think that only somebody who is not very intelligent, I think that we're all intelligent, would think that, oh, you can use it to do all of your research work, all of your assignment, and not put any effort of thinking or thought into it or putting your own creativity and originality into it because these things are generic. Have you ever tried using Chat GPT? I have. And I've realized that, okay, yes, it helps you with a little bit of thinking and research, but then they're very generic. So you need to also add your thought to it. You need to also make it better. And that's why they are robots, machines, and then they still need us. So at the end of the day, it's a win-win situation for both of us. That's the AI, and for me as a human being, and for you as well, if we just learn how to use them and coexist together. All right. So the very first way I use ChatGPT as a student and as a content creator is as a sounding board. I'll explain this. You know how sometimes you have an assignment or you have a topic that you need to write about or you need to work on, and you're not exactly sure what the lecturer is asking for, what the idea is, where you're supposed to start from, and all of that. In the past, I'll usually phone a friend, call a colleague, or basically just chat with different people to get an idea of what the assignment or topic is about. But now, instead of that, I just go to ChatGPT and I type in there, what is this question asking me to do? And literally, like, it would give me back answers. It would give me like an understanding of, oh, this is what you need to do, this is what it's asking you to do. And I'm like, okay, now let's get into it. Now, you see, I have basically eliminated the process of having to talk to different people. And sometimes, even when you talk to different people, you know that different people will give you different ideas and you're further confused. But with ChatGPT, you're very sure, like, okay, this is what it is being asked of me. And then that way I can proceed. And the same thing as a content creator. Sometimes I have a video idea, or sometimes I have like a topic for my title, for my video title, and I'm like, I'm not really sure this is great. I put it in Chat GPT. What is a better way to say this? What is a better way to put this title? How do I make this better? And it would give me options, and I'm like, yes, thank you, darling. So that's one way that I use it, and I think that it is very, very efficient. Okay. Second way by which I use ChatGPT is actually for my CV, resumes, and portfolios. Now, as a content creator, obviously, I have to show work that I have done. And even as somebody who is currently in school and hopefully gets back into the corporate world very soon, my CV needs to be on point. And then nowadays, instead of having to pay somebody to help me review it and work on it, what do? I put my CV together and I submit it to Chat GPT and I say, okay, what do I need to do to make this better? Or how can this be revised? Can you make this better for me? And it will literally say, yes, of course, sure. This is how to make it better. This is what you need to adjust. Or you can probably say, would this get me a job as a social media marketer? And it would help you edit it. It would basically tell you, okay, this is where you're wrong, this is where you're right, this is what you need to do better. And I'm like, I'm I'm always amazed when he does these things, but I'm also very happy because it is helping me to cut through the process of going through the longer route. So why go through a longer route when this just really helps me? So instead of thinking about, okay, what should I add in my portfolio? What should I remove from my resume? How do I make it more compact? How do I make it more competitive? It basically helps me to edit it and review it. And then it's a lot better. And then if I need to make like a few changes, I go ahead and make the changes and then I submit it. And I dare say that I've gotten a few callbacks from that. So, yes, don't be shy to use ChatGPT for your resume and for your CV. Okay? All right. Number three way by which I use ChatGPT is for research purposes. Now, as a student, we always have to do one research or the other. We're always required to write and all of this. And so I use ChatGPT as one of my research tools. Like, oftentimes we're told to, oh, check out journals, blog, go on Google, research, all of that. And so I do all of that, but I also use ChatGPT. What I, however, would not do is allow ChatGPT to write everything that I need and then just submit it. Like I said before, that is pretty generic, and anyone who reads that would definitely know that you've used a tool. But to avoid that, what I do is, okay, I have this assignment. I do a few research on ChatGPT. I go ahead, go to the library, get some physical books, get some references from different people, put them all together, and then I have my research. Like, it makes life easier. It just becomes one of my many tools. And really, on this end, I think that what we need to learn how to do at this point would probably be for schools to actually acknowledge that, okay, this is a tool that students use. And so instead of saying, oh, don't use it because it's unethical, it should be a matter of, okay, add it to your reference list, because we have a reference list where we talk about, oh, this person, I quoted this person, this person, this person. Then also you can probably say, okay, I got this angle from Chat GPT, because at the end of the day, nothing is really new. Everything that I'm about to write or research on, somebody has done it before. And what I'm doing is going online to find copies, find journals, find articles, and then make them better. Well, that's the same thing that I do with Chat GPT. It gives me an idea, I tweak it, I make it better, I understand it, and then I put it down in my new work or my new research, and then I submit it. It's just another tool to help me with research. And the same thing applies when I need to create content. Then I have an idea and I need to research. I need to know, okay, who said this? How did they say this? In fact, for this video, I needed to know, okay, what are other AI tools that I can use? What are the other examples that I can use for my video? And ChatGPT gave me a list of other AI tools and how they work. And I checked them out and I'm like, okay, thank you very much. Now that's a research that I did for this video. Imagine if I had to, go through different websites, different places to get all of these tools or to get all of these resources. It would take me a longer time. So let's say I'll be able to do it, obviously, maybe in 2 days or 3 days, or maybe a little bit of grumbling here and there. But in an hour, less than 30 minutes, I had everything that I needed on my desktop just because I'm using technology. So, yes, it is a good tool. And I think that you should use it as well, right? Another way, still as a content creator, is for my blog post. I need to write a blog post. I need to make a blog post from my podcast. Well, I use AI tools like Jasper and Muri that help you convert speech to text. Let me say that again. With Jasper and Muri, you can convert speech to text for your blog post. And so this helps me with writing my show notes. So instead of having to sit down and spend hours trying to transcribe my audio, to notes, which would take forever, which is why currently I don't even have it right now. Then I use this AI tools instead, and it makes my life a whole lot easier. I'm like, thank you so much. Like I'd be in the past, I'd have to pay somebody to help me do this. But with these tools, I can do it myself. And even when I want to write a blog post about, okay, maybe being a 20 something, instead of sitting down to write everything myself, think about it myself, I put on my brief, I write my brief. I'm like, okay, this is what I need, this is what I need, this point, this point, this point, and I put it into Chat GPT or Jasper, and it helps me write it better. It makes it better, and then it brings it out. I make a few tweaks to it. I make it my own property, and then I post. Life is a whole lot easier with these tools, right? As a student and content creator, I'm always in meetings. Like there's one meeting, virtual class, all of this that I need to be in. And in such meetings, you want to take notes because you want to kind of remember what is being said so that you can use it later on. Well, instead of having to do that myself with AI tool like Fireflies, it helps me to turn my meetings into notes. You had that right. So basically, I go into the meeting, signed in as myself. Fireflies goes into the meeting as me as well. And he's taking note of everything that is said in the meeting. So I can actually pay attention to what is happening in the meeting in real time, knowing that Fireflies is taking notes for me. And I don't have to think about, oh, what are you saying right now? What is that right now? Because Fireflies is doing all of that work for me. So when I'm done with the meeting or class, I can go back, go over my notes, read them again, assimilate, and pass, or for whatever reason that I have made the notes for is basically available for me to use simply because I am using a modern artificial technology. Like, why wouldn't I use it? So, like I said before, I really think it should be an issue of how to use these tools ethically so that you're not using another person's work unjustly, so that you're not being lazy, and so that you're still able to add your own creativity and originality into it. But the truth is, the way the world is going, these tools are not going anywhere. They're going to be here for a long time. So we need to learn how to use them to make our lives better and to make us able to advance. So that basically from using these tools, we're able to advance to the next level that we need to get to faster. And so that when these tools become very, they are much more accessible, more people are using them, you're not just trying to catch up because you already know what they do, how they work, and you can utilize them better. Okay. So this is my opinions, and these are how I use AI tools. I promised that I was going to mention a few of the tools that I used, and sincerely, over the course of this video, I have mentioned a few of them: Jasper, Muri, Fireflies, Chat GPT, which we all know. I think Google AI. Actually, do we know that all our Siri and all of that are also artificial intelligence? Like you basically ask Siri to do something for you and it does it. That's artificial intelligence. So, what's the whole issue? Just find out new ways to use these technologies for yourself, right? And make sure that you're using it, but you're also adding your creativity to it, right? This reminds me of the fact that I have an assignment on creativity and innovation, which talks about what do you think is going to happen in the future of communication with technology? What are the innovations that you think would happen? And I think that when it comes to communication and media and all of these tools that I just mentioned now, all of these AI tools are going to be very important in how the future is shaped. And so only those, again, I repeat, who actually know how to use these tools will become leaders. And I want all of us to be leaders. So yes, get on it. Start using it. But remember, be ethical about it. Okay? All right. Bye.